All right, guys, welcome back to the Journeyman. I believe it's episode 9, maybe 10. Can't actually remember. Did just check too. Should remember. Don't. Anyway, this one's gonna be a little bit different because I got myself a new microphone, and I'm obviously not very smart. So what I did was, I left my recording settings as the headphone mic and not the new mic. So yeah, that's a thing. So now we are just doing some voiceover basically, and I'm gonna try and match up as good as I can, but it's probably not going to work well. So we played Terengganu last, as we know. We beat them 4-3, and then we had a month off for whatever reason. And I didn't realize that, so we didn't schedule any friendlies or anything. We came back, we were completely out of match sharpness. We lost 1-0 to Kuala Lumpur City. Terrible result. We played terribly. Yeah, less said, better. Next, we played Polis Diraja Malaysia FC. We beat them 2-1. Still didn't play very well, but old mate Henri got himself a penalty, and then Nguessan got a late winner for us, which was very needed because we needed to win that one. We then played Nigeri Sembilan at home, and we smashed them. Again, it wasn't actually a 6-2 stats-wise, no chance in hell, but we did, and Henri got himself a hat-trick. Mood Akimi Matt Isa, the attacking midfielder, got 2 goals and 2 assists, played absolutely brilliantly, and then got injured. So that was bad. I thought, yes, we got rid of Nguessan. Oh, just gave that away. Yeah, we sold Nguessan. And I thought we'd got him as a perfect replacement, and then he got injured. So yeah, that happened. Anyway, I scheduled some friendlies after that. We smashed them. It was fine. And we're going to play Selangor in this last game. Meanwhile, transfer window's open. Didn't know, but we did loads of business accidentally. So, yeah, accidentally. So, some of it's not good business either, as you will see shortly. So, as you can see, I was just telling everyone that Divine Tay was the last guy that we'd brought in previously. So then there's 8 new guys that have come in the club in the last month. So, yeah, that's happened. The reason being we sold some players. So the first one out the club was Razak. He just went for free. He wasn't playing and get some wages off the bill. The next one was Shaiful Waziz Muhammad, who was the backup goalie. Basically sold him because he wasn't going to play, and someone came and said, "Here, do you want 2K for him?" And I was like, yeah, I do. Thanks. So yeah, then we loaned out a ton of guys. Some of them are having their wages covered, which is great because we need to try and save money because we're losing a lot. Then this one happened. Celio Santos, the big centre back that's been scoring all of the goals for us. So he's out the club. The reason being, he came to me and said he's going to run down his contract options. He's going to explore his options at the end of his contract, or whatever it says. And I was like, well, that's an issue. So we sold him. The reason we sold him was obviously not for the cash. As you saw, we only got $980 for him, or $950 even for him. But the reason was to free up the foreign player thing. So, foreign player spot. And we've brought in a much better centre back than Celio was. So, I think it's going to be good in the end. But it's not ideal to be making this many changes in the middle of a season. But it is what it is. Then we sold the other centre back. So we sold Santos, and then we sold Yuki Tanagawa, the Japanese centre back, as well. So he wanted to go. Like, he said that he wanted to play with a stronger squad, but he still had like over a year on his contract. So I was just going to keep him. But then someone came in and offered 54K for him, and I was like, you know what? We can do better than him. I thought we could anyway. So I did. I sold him, and I thought, yeah, let's get rid of another foreign player slot. Because, I mean, we already had too many foreign players, so we weren't using all of the ones we already had anyway. So, yeah, that's fine. Thought it was a good idea. Then Alameo went out the club again. He wasn't playing. He was on like $900 a week. Get him off the books. Happy days. And then this one happened. Deshi and Gessen again came to me saying wants to play in a stronger team. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, whatever. Sold him. Could only get two and a bit K, 2.8K for him. But it got like 1.2K off the wage bill, which is, that's the main thing. And look, he wasn't that good anyway, and I thought I'd found a replacement in Issa because Nguessen couldn't play because of how many foreign players we had. So I thought that it was fine. Then, riot ensued. Everyone was like, why have you sold Nguessen? He's too good to be sold. How are we going to replace him? And I was like, guys, he's not that good, firstly. And secondly, I think we've got guys that can replace him already. They were like, no, not good enough. Joke, we need to get a replacement in. And I'm like, no, we're not going to get a replacement in. I'm just going to give some game time to some of our kids. And they're like, oh, okay. You better make sure they make an impact or whatever they say. So now we've got that promise to fulfill. Fantastic. So we made 69K, which was nice. And then we had to go get some players. So we brought in, he's about to show you, this guy, Mood Akyar Abdul Rashid, who is a Malaysian international, senior international, 41 caps, 9 goals, 25 years old. He's now our highest paid player on 2.2K a week. Yeah, it's a lot, but he's a local and he's good. Like, he's good. He's going to play out on the left wing. Now, my scouts love him. They think he's the best player in the history of the world, basically. And I'm like, is he though? He's pretty good, but I don't think he's amazing with 8 finishing and 5 dribbling, but he's better than what we have. So he's in and he's going to play. The next guy that came in, okay, this is a mistake. I've messed this one up. So Soshi Fujikawa is a 19-year-old defensive midfielder who, look, he's not going to play. So I've wasted a foreign player slot. I've wasted $850 a week on a guy that's not going to play. So, yeah, that's my mistake. This one next that's about to pop up is Mood Firdaus Ramley, and he's a right back. So the reason we've brought him in is old mate Ramesh Lai, and I emphasize the old. He's 44. He's announced his retirement, and the reason we brought in a replacement now is his attributes have fallen off a cliff, and his play has fallen off a cliff. So he's out. This guy's in. He's better than our current backup, Sakai, who, I mean, he'd been playing okay when he'd filled in, but I feel like this guy's going to do a bit better than he is. So, yeah, he's going to start now, and Ramesh is going to roll off into retirement. Next guy, so here I make a mistake. For some reason, the transfer's in reset, and now I'm going over Rosman again. But I do realise it eventually, and we move on to the next guy, who is, okay, this is Mode Nazrin Zulkifli. He's, from memory, an attacking midfield option. Pop up. Yeah, there it is. Pops up now. Yes, he's an attacking midfield option. He's only 17. He probably wasn't going to play too many games, so I sent him out on loan. Yeah. He's only on $80 a week, and whatever, I think they're paying it, so it doesn't matter. He'll come back and hopefully develop a bit, and will be one for the future, maybe. This guy, Mood Danaya Dalla, he's not one that I actually want. I think we loaned him out. He's a left back. He's one for the future as well, and I found a better one in a minute anyway. He was going to be the third choice backup, left back. This guy here, though, is going to play a fair bit of games, I think. So Gerald Gadit is a centre-back, 25 years old. He can play at defensive midfield. So he's actually a defensive midfielder that can play at centre-back. But we're going to play him at centre-back. 6 foot, 12 jumping reach. Looks pretty good. I don't know if he's going to be our starter or if he's going to be our backup. But he's going to play a lot of games either way, because he can fill in at defensive midfield if required as well. He looks pretty decent. So happy with that one. This one's the better left back that I found after I signed the other guy. He doesn't know left back yet, but he was learning it. And he's going to be the third choice behind Jimmy and Mazrin, a left back. He's got some nines in crossing and first touch and passing and positioning and things like that. So 12 acceleration and pace. He looks decent. Nothing amazing, but he's got some potential. See how he goes. And this one here is the big one. He's the Celio replacement and the Tanagawa replacement, I suppose, as well. That's how good he is. He's going to cover both of them. David Sambu from Gambia. Look at the numbers on him. He's got 14 jumping reach. He's 6 foot tall. He's 13 heading, 13 marking, 12 tackling, 12 position, 12 vision, like 10 penalty taking even. Like, he looks like he's going to be quite a player for us. He's played in 2 league matches. He hasn't scored yet, but in the practice, like the friendlies, he scored a hat trick in one of them. Yeah, 2 corners and a penalty. That was cool. And he also scored in the other friendly. So he's scored 4 goals in 2 friendlies. So I think he's going to be incredible for us. He's only 21 years old as well. And I think it's just much better usage of the foreign player slot than Celio was. But anyway, we've come back. Yeah, there it is. So I'm showing now that he scored a penalty. 2 headers and a penalty. So, and he scored in that game there. So he's slotted in quite nicely, to be honest. Yeah, but now we're just going through that again. I don't know why. I can't remember what I was saying here. But Gaddett had already played as well. So it does look like they're the 2 starting centre-backs now, actually. I don't think we had any injuries or anything. So they will be our starting centre-back pairing. And now this episode, we're going to play Selangor. We're only going to play the 1 game because we had to cover, obviously, all these impromptu transfers. And then next episode, we'll just come straight back, I think, for the Piala Malaysia first round cup games. So now I'm just going through the team. We are scrolling down for no real reason. I think we were just seeing if anyone had come back from injuries or anything like that. But I don't think they had. So going through the team, we had Sese, Ramley, Sambu, and Hassan. So Gadit was not... Yeah, he got suspended. Okay, I remember. That's right. He got himself sent off because he was a spazzo. Anyway, Hassan's going to fill in for him in this one. Then we got Jimmy. We're renaming him to Jimmy because that's all we ever call him anyway. So he's just Jimmy now. He's at left back. Then we got Mode Rosman and Aquan Sivi in the defensive midfield. Abdul Mutalib's going to start out on the right, because Divine Taya also got himself suspended. So, yeah, that's a thing. So Mutalib's starting with Hardy on the bench as his backup. Now, Fergus Tierney, the kid, is coming in. He is going to start because Matt Easer is still out for another 5 days. And Easer was playing spectacularly well. So it's a big loss, but the kid's going to come in and hopefully can do okay. Zulkifli's on the bench. He just won't go away. We can't get rid. He just plays all right when we get him in. So he's there still as backup. And then the Malaysian international is going to start out on the left wing because our scouts love him. We're going to give him a go. I still think Usman isn't that much worse than him. 9 finishing, 8 first touch. I think he's slightly better, more well-rounded player than he is, but we'll give Rashid the first crack at it and see how he goes. I also like Saleh, although his attributes are closer to Rashid's in terms of the shooting, the finishing. But then, of course, we've got Enrique up top, who has 20 goals in 15 games and continues to do what he does. So, and then we obviously have Emerald on the bench as his backup. So that is the team for this match against... Oh, we're looking at the ladder now. It's obviously got very close. So when we left, Selangor were top, and now they're third. So they've started terribly on this restart. Johor are now top, Terengganu, the usual suspects are first and second, and we now sit one game off of top. So if we win this game against Selangor, we actually go top on goal difference. So that I did not know at this point until then. So that was cool to find out. So now we just had to go and do it to see if we could go top of the league with this team that we just went through. So now we get into it. We have to give Tierney a number. And I decided to give him the 10 because, well, he's playing at the number 10 in this game. So, yeah, easy. And now we go in and try and beat Selangor. Get some faith, obviously. All of the faith, get all the green, all the morale. Usual suspects. And then we go and smash Selangor in the face. I was just turning the highlights back on because I obviously turned them off when I play in the friendlies because we're spanking teams and I don't want to watch 64 goals. So, although we didn't score that many in the ones that I played, we sometimes do. You saw there they had an early shot wide of the post, which was lucky because I don't think I was commentating because I thought it was the kickoff highlight. But now we had an attack. They repel, and then just boot it up to Sese. I'm not sure why they decided that was a good idea, but they did. Which was nice because it gave us a chance to sort of build out from the back, move it forward to the Malaysian international, played it back to Akinsivi and Mode Rosman, and Tierney had a crack from, pretty far out. And he put it over the bar because he's a kid and he's having a slap, apparently. And then they attacked again, but we cleared it, so that was good. And then Tierney went to Enrique. And this is the Malaysian international who just gave it away because he's a Malaysian international. Faisal was in, but like I was screaming he's miles offside. Like I was miles offside and I was getting scared at this point because I didn't think they were going back, but they did. So it was okay. It's okay. He got the call right in the end. But it looked like we were going to attack straight from the free kick, and then Jimmy and Hassan decided just to play 1-2s for ages. I don't know why. But we eventually started to move it forward. Rashid got fouled, but it left for Jimmy, who looked for Enrique, and then Fergus Tierney blocked Enrique's shot. Yeah. So it was an eventful start to the game. 12 minutes in, and it was highlights galore. 14 minutes in, still highlights galore. It was an incredible start to the game, but it was 0-0. So, yeah, it was... and the highlights just kept coming. And that one hurt. I thought it hurt, but then offside, disallowed again. It was 20 minutes in, they'd already had 2 disallowed goals. I was like, what is going on here? And then Rosman did that. Yeah, Mode Rosman from 25 yards from a free kick, put it in to make it 1-0 after they'd had 2 disallowed goals. They would have felt awfully ripped off. And here we are sitting top of the league with 38 points, 11 goal difference ahead of Johor. So we were pretty happy at this point in time, for sure. Sitting top of the league, I was just explaining here how I did not expect to be sitting top of the league. I think we were 17 games in or something like that. And I just had no... Oh, and then, wow, Tierney just pile driver from 20 yards, 25 yards into the back of the net. The kid did it. I came out of nowhere to make it 2-0 in the first half. So it was a nice little first half we were putting together. And I thought here that we were going to make it 3 maybe, because look at the overlap Jimmy had. And then he played it to Enrique. Oh, he did make it 3. Did he? Oh, he's offside. He was called offside. That's right. And I thought, that's fair enough. They've had 2 disallowed. We can have 1. That's fair. But, 2-0 at the half. Well, hold on. Is it 2-0 at the half? Yes. We didn't do anything with the corner. Oh, hold on. Or did we? I can't actually remember. No, Henri kicked it straight to the goalie. And it was 2-0 at the half against a very good side. So I was very impressed with that. They'd had 53% possession, but they'd only had the 1 shot other than the 2 disallowed goals, obviously. But yeah, it was going quite well. So, I said to the boys that we're ahead and we deserve to be, and keep going, get all the morale up, and keep them going, hoping that get some more goals and demolish Selangor and go top of the league. That was the plan. And here we go. We started with the ball. And here, this almost fools me because I did start to commentate, even though it's the kickoff highlight. Because I thought, here, look, we're working it forward. We're gonna get a shot. We're gonna maybe score. And but the kickoff highlight. So yeah, it nearly tricked me. It did nearly trick me that time. I should have learnt by now not to comment the kickoff highlights, but apparently I have not. But there, I thought we were going to get a penalty there, but we didn't. And I was upset because, well, you know me, you know us. I was still worried at 2-0 because I know how good we are at conceding late goals. So, and given that there's still 52 minutes gone, there's plenty of time for us to concede 2 goals or more. So I was still scared, especially when they got forward here. But then Faisal headed it across to Jimmy, and I was like, okay, we'll be okay. And then we started to attack again. Rashid, the Malaysian international, that's what a 41 cap Malaysian international gets you. A crap shot from 25 yards out. Yeah. So it's looking like a good investment at this point, Rashid. But yes, we continued to attack. Tierney gathered and found Rashid, and then Rosman had an absolute crap shot from 30 yards out. It went straight to the keeper. And then here I kept another corner. I was like, give it to Zambo and let him start his account replacing Celio. Didn't happen. But every corner for the next, I don't know how many corners we get, but there were a few. And every time I was like, here it is, Sambo's going to get his first goal. But he didn't even get his head on that. That was Tierney that headed over the top. So he's definitely not quite the beast that Celio was at the near post, who it felt like Celio got his head on every single shot. I mean, every single corner. But that has not happened so far. Akwasivi put in a cross, and I thought, oh, here we go. But then Mode's follow-up, Rosman's follow-up shot was blocked away. And then I thought they were going to counter. It sort of stalled, and then it kept going. And then it went through to Ong here, and then Agyakwa was one-on-one with the keeper, and he just slotted it into the bottom corner. And it was 2-1 after 66 minutes. And right now I was like, oh no, what are we going to do? Because you know us. You know us and our giving away late goals. So I was packing me dacks at this point. But then Jimmy got down the wing. I thought, oh, here we go, Henri. But no, he put it over the top as well. And I decided, yeah, we need to do something. We need to make some changes, get some fresh legs out there. Get Hazizi Hazi on, who's got 5 goals this season. Thought it was a good idea. Make some changes, get the 2 defensive mids that are on yellows off, because we don't need to be going down to 10 men. We left Rashid out there because he was on a 7 rating, even though he was on a yellow. And that was all we did for that moment in time. Just the 2 defensive mids and Hazi on. They'd only had 2 shots at this point, so it wasn't overly fast, but I was a little scared because 1-goal leads are shaky at best. And then Lane intercepted that, got it back out to Ong. I'm going with Ong. Hien Het Ong, who drifted in a back post, cross, and the header hit the crossbar, luckily. and we saw it out. But they would get a throw in straight away from the throw in. Ong would go down the wing again, whip in another cross, and luckily it was blocked and Sese would pick it up. But that, of course, was not the highlight. So Hassan now would bring it out and just hoof it. He would just hoof it upstairs to Tete, who got it Agye. I can't even say that name anymore. And then we pumped it forwards, Ramley. Agyakwa, that's the one. Got it to Yuzlin, and he played Faisal him. Luckily, it went wide, because I was shitting bricks at this point. He got it back to Lane, who curled it in. And as you can see, I was shattered. I knew it. I could feel it coming. You know how we are with our stupidity of conceding late. We've done it many times. Not just concede late, but like thrown away leads. I think in that Terengganu game that we won 4-3, weren't we 3-0 up? They came back and equalised at 3-3, and then we got a late winner. I feel like that's what happened. We've done it many times. And then I thought, here we go. They're going to go score again. Faisal, but Sese just got a finger on it and tipped it over the bar. And I was like, oh my God, they're all over us. Absolutely all over us at this point. And I was like, it's only a matter of time until it's all over, until they come back and they win. That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way we can come back, win this game. Because like they were just killing us. And then they put that to the back post. But we cleared it for what I thought was momentarily. Because Agyakwa picked it up. Ottman, who pumped it back forwards. But Sorfo took care of it to Hazi and Enrique. And here I was thinking, could Enrique do something? Could he play in somebody? He got it out to Jimmy, who loves to maraud down that left wing. And his ball was terrible. Was actual terrible. And then I was like, oh my God, it's still going. And they got it to Ong again, who had just been ripping us to shreds. And luckily, because no one went and closed him down at all, luckily he just whacked it over the bar. So I think we got a little bit lucky there. And I decided that we needed to do something because things were not going well. We needed to make changes. And Henrique was playing terrible. He was 6.2, and I was like, do we do it? Do we get him off? Get a new guy on? And I was like, I can't do it. I physically couldn't do it because he's our hero. He scores all the goals. I was like, if he goes off, we're doomed. So we didn't make the sub. That sub, anyway. We took Rashid off here now, I think, because he was on the yellow, and we got Usman on, gave him a go. And then I think we changed right back. Yeah. Mainly because he was knackered, and they do a lot of work down the fullbacks do a lot of work. So we got fresh legs on there, hoping that would make the difference and get us a late winner. And here we got a corner, and I was thinking it's perfectly set up for Sambo, the new centre back, to come in and make a hero of himself. And then nothing happened. So, yeah, that was not really the case at all. And then there was 5 minutes of added time, and I thought, oh, it's all over. And then we got another corner. I'm thinking, okay, this is it. Sambo, this time, going to make himself a hero, put it in the back of the net. Here it is. Hazi to Sambo. Oh, keeper saved it. Yeah. So, no hero handball. Ping-ponged around. Sorfo got it to Enrique, to Tierney, back to Enrique, and I'm thinking, oh, could there be late drama for us? And then the whistle went. So no, there wasn't any late drama. But it felt like a missed opportunity here, because look at them. They only had 3 shots on target. They scored twice. We had 20 shots and 8 of them on target, and it was only 2-2. But look, at the end of the day, Selangor away from home, 2-2. It's not that bad. Still 4th in the league. They jumped to 2nd. It's not the end of the world. It wasn't brilliant, but it wasn't the end of the world. And that was it. So that was the end of... Well, no, I had to praise Tierney because he actually played really well in that game. He obviously got the goal, but he also played quite well. Yeah, so Jimmy got player of the week, apparently, so that was cool. I didn't notice that at the time. But yeah, so that was basically the end of the episode. I think now I just tell everyone what the plan is. We're going to come back for the Piala Malaysia first round. And then I think I just again express how disappointed I was, because I was couldn't believe it that we dropped that game. Even though I sort of felt it coming, I still couldn't believe it. Showed everyone the table again, and of course, if you did like this video, head down below, hit the like button. If you want to see more, of course, hit the follow button to keep subscribed to the channel and get notifications when new videos are posted and things like that. And yeah, if you want to go down in the comments and just tell me how much of an idiot I am for this audio stuff up, and also some of those transfers, because some of them were just terrible. Feel free to do that. I will reply, because I have no life, and I sit around and reply to comments all day. But yeah, join me next time for Kedah Darrell doubleheader. Thanks for watching.